there! So look that I did not do in a while, and I feel like it's very suitable for fall, so this is the right time to do it, is a brown smoky eye. I did my foundation, concealer, powder off camera. I'm going to start with the rest of the face makeup just to show you the coloring that I'm using, and then obviously the eye look. So let's get into it. I'm gonna do just a tiny bit of contouring and a lot of bronzing. So for contouring, I'm using the NYX Sweet Cheeks powder blush, which is actually a contour powder. It looks something like this. It's in the shade So Taupe. This is an amazing contour shade if your skin is in the category of light fair. It's very cool tone, so you can create realistic shadows with it. I'm gonna just gently tap that under my cheekbone here. I'm placing it pretty high up. I'm picking up a little bit more, and I'm also going to be contouring my jawline. I like to accentuate this hollow that I have here. So I'm going to place the contour a little bit higher here and then follow my jawline. And drag it down my neck a little bit. I picked up some more contour, and what I want to do is create an extension of the eyes. So I'm going to pinch my brush like that so it's a little bit thinner, and then I'm gonna do upwards motion starting from the outer corner of my eye towards my temples. Especially when I'm doing a neutral look, I like doing this step because it helps connect the eyeshadow to the face makeup as well. And then I'm going to use a bit on the sides of my forehead. Even though I have bangs, so my forehead is not visible, I'm still in the dark of whether or not I should apply makeup on my forehead. I feel like I'm just wasting product. I picked up a little bit more on this tip of the brush, and I'm gonna use it underneath my nose. I'm not really going to contour my nose, so this is the only nose contouring that I'm doing, just for a little bit of a lift. Actually, I picked up a little bit more on the same side of the brush, and I'm gonna contour my lips just in the center here. Then I'm gonna use the Dior nude bronzer. This is leaving me. I keep using it because I really love this product, and it's discontinued. I never went through so much bronzer ever in a product. Anyways, this is gonna go a little bit above the contour. I'm not being as careful as I was with the contour. I'm being a little messier. Thing is, here I want to use all the warm tones on my face as well, because the eye look is going to be really warm, so it's going to create harmony. I'm gonna apply some on my forehead, a little bit lower than the contour. Again, should I though? I don't know. Then for the blush, I want to go for a warm tone as well, so I will pick a peachy blush. I have this one from Makeup Forever. It's the Artist Face Color in a shade that I do not know because the number faded. So I'm just gonna pick it up on my Real Techniques blush brush. This is my favorite brush to apply this blush. Especially for pigmented blushes, you want something that's fluffy and not dense, because otherwise you're just going to end up with a patch on your face. That's why I usually go for blushes that are not so pigmented. I would rather build up a blush rather than just slap it on. This is again going a little bit above the bronzer. I love blush. For highlighter, I'm just gonna use my usual, the e.l.f. Baked highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearls. I'm a little bit nervous for the moment where I will have to buy another highlighter because this one is perfect. I own more highlighter, it's just that they're all a little bit too bright or a little bit too dark for my skin tone. This one has the right color for me because I have a pretty pale skin. I also like the fact that it's so soft, so it's not a stripe of glitter on your face. I do enjoy more blinding highlighters on certain occasions. It's just not an everyday thing for me. Finally, moving on to the eyes, and I'm going to start with a pencil base. I'm going to use a brown pencil from Sephora Collection. It's the 12-hour contour in the shade Tiramisu. I'm gonna apply this pencil all over my waterline first to create some intensity to the look. I feel like this is perfect, especially if you're not into black smoky eyes. This is a little bit softer. I'm lining underneath my lashes as well for that intensity, and I don't want to be able to see my skin color around my eye, so I'm trying to cover that up. I'm also going to line in between my lashes, and I'm gonna blend it out with a pencil brush. This is a small, dense brush. And then I'm going to complete the top lid by applying the pencil on the outer corner. I'm not going to line all of my lash line, or should I though? I'm just gonna do a thick line in my outer corner here. I'm actually going to bring it up a bit. What you want to be careful about is connecting the top lid with the bottom lids. Here in the outer corner, you want them to be connected. You want the makeup to just flow. And I'm gently just going to tap it on my lash line up to the center of my eye. I think that's enough. You can obviously line your entire lash line. It's just that for my eye shape, I do prefer focusing on the outer corner. And again, I'm blending, doing little circular motions. And I'm repeating myself, but I want to connect here. It's very important for me. I'm gonna smudge my lash line as well. And I've created that lifted shape. This really helps elongate my eye and lift my outer corner. The perfect palette for this look is the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I haven't used this baby in such a long time on myself because this used to be my client's palette. A lot of times I would use this on my clients. I will start with the Cypress Amber shade, and I'm going to use the same pencil brush because I want to set the lower lash line, and this brush is small enough for me not to smudge dark brown everywhere. Because this shade is really dark, I want it concentrated on my lash line and not on my entire eye. This will help set the pencil and also intensify it a little bit. I picked up a little bit more of that eyeshadow and I'm going to set the top lid as well. So I'm gonna apply it right where I applied the pencil. Don't worry about blending it just yet, we're going to use lighter shades for that. Actually, I'm using the tip of the brush to apply this shadow all over my lash line. Then I'm gonna pick up a fluffier brush, but not a very fluffy one though. This is a Morphe 506, and I'm gonna pick up the shade Rustic. You can see what my most used shades are. And this is gonna go a little bit above the previous shade. I'm using this to gradually blend the dark shade into a transition color that I'm going to apply later. Same goes for my lower lash line. And I'm creating a little extension in my outer corner, so blending it towards my temples. And then the transition shade is going to be Burnt Orange in the palette. Now I have thoughts. I don't know if I should apply a shimmer or just keep it all matte. So with the transition shade, I'm hugging the entire eyeshadow look, so going around it. And again extend it a bit. I also applied it on my lid just because I'm thinking, should I keep it like this or should I apply shimmer? I think I'm gonna keep it matte. I am going to apply a shimmer on the inner corner though, so I will pick Fairy, I think. I don't really know the difference between Fairy and Glistening, but let's go with Fairy and tap that on the inner corner. Oh, this is pretty. I will finish off the eye look with mascara, but first I'm curling my lashes. And I will be applying the False Lashes mascara by Essence. So I did my lips off camera. I applied the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade 708, and then topped by this Sephora Collection lipstick in the shade SN02, which is probably discontinued because Sephora Collection releases a product and then discontinues it like 6 months later. That's just what they do. I hope you found this video useful. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you're having a beautiful sunny day. Here it's so sunny and I just love the day. I will see you in my next video. Bye!